Now before the video begins, I want to come on and let you know that at the end of the video, that is when you see my logo come up on the screen, there is additional footage added to this video. So make sure you check out the entire video because what I've added to it I think may interest you. All right, let's get this video started. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Hello, Mr. Red.
And good time, Charlie.
We are here in where, Charlie?
We're in Slidell. We're in my hometown.
How far away from your house?
Oh, 3 miles.
No, it's got to be more than 3 miles.
3.5.
He doesn't want to give away his exact location. I know everybody's going to be going on Google Maps and saying, "Oh, where in Slidell does Charlie live?" Yeah, because after that video that we posted where we showed Charlie's apiary, his yard with all his bees in it, I know everybody's going to be out there looking. Where's Charlie? Where's Charlie?
The phone blew up.
So Charlie, why don't you explain what we're doing in Slidell today?
Oh,
do you
man.
know?
Huh?
Do you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've got it. I got it covered.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to have some work done at my house. In fact, this morning, getting some trees knocked down. But instead, we get a tree knocked down. We get a call that we have a tree that's knocked down right here in Slidell, and lo and behold, we have bees in this tree. So that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to take these bees out of this tree.
So let me give y'all a quick shot of.
Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah, Charlie, why don't you zoom in?
Okay, I can zoom in on that. Hold on a second.
So here's our bees right here, and what I'm going to have to do is open up this little section of log. When they cut the tree yesterday, they discovered it. Some of the comb is on this side right here. Just very little. In fact, here's just the little bit of comb that's on this section of the log. So I'm going to pull this stuff out because, of course, I want this stuff. And I'll open up that piece right there. And by the grace of God, these little bees right here, they're coming up to the Abbey with me. Charlie, you ready to wrangle some?
Oh, I'm ready to go, man.
Let's get the saw. We're going to cut this thing open right now.
That ought to be exciting.
Right. Now let's pull this. Oh, there's a hot beetle I got to get. Let's pull this comb out of here. There's ants on these things, as you would well expect. And all of this stuff is going to get melted for sure. Alright, so that is everything from this little section right here. And now I'll get the saw and we're gonna open this thing up. You know, Charlie understands me really well because Charlie knows that everything I do changes. When I say one thing, we're gonna do something else. And I constantly keep Charlie perplexed on the way I do things, because I know, especially when we're doing splits, because when we're doing splits, I change up as I go, and Charlie goes, I asked Charlie, I said, Charlie, you understand what's going on? He goes, no, I don't understand what's going on. So anyway, I just changed my mind. Whenever I see a situation, I just kind of adapt to what I see, and as a beekeeper, we really do need to be flexible in a sense to the situation at hand. That every situation that we come across, it can't be solved by the same old problem. It can be sometimes, but if we look for different ways of approaching the same problem, we're going to become better beekeepers. And so what I decided to do before I get stung here, I'm going to be using the honey bandit right here. And you know, I get a lot of comments on what honey bandit is, and I really don't know what it is. I think the main ingredient in this thing is almond extract. But whatever the ingredients are that in it, it's all supposed to be natural ingredients. But I do know if you try to buy honey bandit, and you only can get it from Man Lake, if you try to buy it, you have to. It's like you have to buy a gun. You have to fill out all these forms. You got to give your driver's license. It's a really big deal to get it now, and the reason is because they use whatever is in Honey Bandit to make, I think it's crystal meth, I think. It's some kind of drug. So there's a big deal to get Honey Bandit. But to me, this is the best stuff out there. And what Charlie says that he likes the most about this is, what is it, Charlie?
Oh, it smells like almond cake.
Yeah, wedding cake.
Wedding cake.
So Charlie loves, he'll always, whenever we spray this stuff, he goes behind it. Oh, Mr. Head, that smells good.
Makes you hungry.
So what I'm going to do, initially, I'm going to use the vac, and I'm going to start vacuuming bees right here. Get some of these off of here. When I get most of them off of here, then I'm going to go around the opposite end of this log, which is open, and I'm going to spray the Honey Bandit inside of that, and whatever bees are in there, hopefully we'll push them out. And hopefully our queen is still in there and that she never got killed when they cut this log. So let's vacuum up some bees. Then after we do that, we're going to spray the Honey Bandit. Let's see what happens. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead around now and spray. Charlie, you want to come around and show the where the hole is over here? I'm gonna dig some of this stuff out so I can make sure I get a bunch of the Honey Bandit up inside of there. But I know it goes all the way through. We'll be able to get that smell to go through to push those bees out. I'm gonna clean this out a little bit and then squirt some Honey Bandit in there.
Okay.
Let me get the flashlight, Charlie. As you can see, I hope, we're already through to where the comb is on the other side. I'm not going to remove that cluster because I don't want to spray the Honey Bandit on the bees because it will kill them. My purpose is just to push them out. And now I've got enough opening in there to spray the Honey Bandit, and it'll do its job, and we're going to change positions and watch the bees come running out, and hopefully our queen will come out at the same time. Here we go. I'm gonna spray it in here. I want to look to make sure I don't get any of the stuff on the bees. There you go. That ought to run them out.
Starting to move. Here they come.
Charlie, you smell that smell?
Oh, it's making me hungry. Smells like pettipours.
looking for her, huh, Charlie?
Trying to.
I know your job of videoing is way more important than looking for her.
Absolutely, that's your job.
That honey bandit does an excellent job of pushing bees. Not only off the honey supers, but man, when we go out on these jobs and bees run to where we can't get to them, this is like my go-to tool in removals.
Oh, it's a must.
Yeah, you really have to have it when you go on removals. Now, there is a chance that when I was vacuuming these bees and sticking the hose up in there that I did vacuum that queen. But we'll see. These poor bees are seriously stressed from the tree falling or being cut, and now worrying getting removed here. So it's definitely a lot of strikes against these bees. But it appears to be that there's a good number of them. You know, as very often is the case, the queen is always hanging out to the end, but quite often when I use the honey bandit, she's one of the first ones to run out. So I'm still hoping she's still inside of there. I know Charlie has trouble watching for the queen and videoing, so it's pretty much on my eyes, and they're not all that great either. And I'm making sure that I only vacuum what I see. I don't want to stick the hose up inside of there to, by chance, accidentally vacuum her up. So I just kind of have to wait to let the bees come out and vacuum them as they come out. And hopefully, by removing the number of bees, it will make the sighting, the finding of the queen, a lot easier. Yeah, I do see a few hive bees. Is that her right there, Charlie? I think it is. I think that's her right there. Yeah, that's definitely was her. I saw her. She was right there. Oh man, I hope that wasn't her. Man. I saw it, because the legs on her look different too. And I saw that, and I may have vacuumed her.
It was like real quick.
Yeah, it happens real quick too. think I'm gonna give them a little rest, Charlie, and see if they're gonna come out more. So, and maybe have our queen come out on the outside. The bees are almost all gone out of here. And one thing I noticed on doing removals, particularly from trees, that bees, everybody knows about bee space, how it gives the bees a space to work around the comb. Well, in trees, they don't really always do it that way, because they just attach the comb to the sides of the tree. So it makes it somewhat difficult to remove it, other than if you would split it open. And I'm going to try to avoid splitting it open, because I hate getting all that sawdust in the comb. Look at that, very little stores, but look, that's nectar in here. Very little stuff. Now, right now, I'm just removing the dried out comb that had stores in it. The brood is actually right here and right here. Let's see if we can get out this section of brood right here. See, they attach it on the sides. It is hard to remove comb from the inside of a tree. It is. There you go. Got most of it. Look at that. Golly, there's just not much to it, and you can see we got bees that are coming out right here. There's another one, there's another one.
Well, you know, just a couple of days ago, I had orientation flights going on.
Oh, yeah.
In my hives, this late in the season.
I mean, this, look at, we got hive beetles right here. We don't want those. Well, I tell you what, this hive was in trouble regardless. But that's the case for almost all hives that are in trees, because they have limited space to build the comb. It's very rare to find a really, at least for me, very rare to find a hive that's been in a tree that's large. This is a typical size right here. See, that's why I don't like cutting the comb, because its sawdust gets all up in there. I'm looking at this, and you know, it's very possible, because that's cappings right there. Some of that was cappings. So these bees may have been robbed out yesterday. The tree was cut yesterday, so these bees may have been robbed out between them, which is why there's nothing in its comb. But that doesn't matter, because when I bring them up to the abbey, whatever little brood I have in here, and I'll probably just get one frame, I'll frame that up, and I'll put these girls in a little 2 or 3 frame box, and put honey on them right away. So, you know, I'll give them the best chance they got. Charlie, you know what, Charlie?
It ain't there no more.
You know that line? Let me prop this thing up.
Beautiful shot, right there.
It ain't there no more, Charlie.
That's it.
And I did vacuum that queen, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because I saw her, and then I didn't. Hey, Charlie, you know, this right here, yep, that was the entrance to the
That
hive.
had to be an entrance right there.
Because you see how it's dark right around here? And
yep.
you can, if you put the camera in on this side, you can see daylight right through that little hole. You see it?
Yep. There it is, right there.
You can see so that was the entrance to the hive.
Right there. Yep. Yeah, look at that.
And it's very typical having an entrance dirty like this. This is because as the bees land, they just get all dirty on there. So that was it. All right.
Very good.
Charlie, the only thing I can say is, based on what we see right here,
Oh yeah.
you know, our queen is inside of there. I want to show you, this is the extent of the hive. That's the entire hive. And I mean, it really was not much. Charlie, you have got to be happy about this one. This one, I don't think it was an hour.
45 minutes. 45 minutes. I mean, just like that.
And you know what the part I liked about the best? I didn't have to break out the chainsaw to open up that log.
That was good.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we didn't want to do that.
I don't want. One, I don't like using the chainsaw, and two, I don't like getting all that sawdust in the comb. Not that there really was much comb.
Yeah, that was hardly any. Yeah, those bees were in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So. Hopefully, I can do a little something with them up at the abbey. They might.
Put them in what, a 3-frame nuke?
I think I'm going to make these girls a little 2-frame.
2-frame
nuke.
nuke?
2-frame and a feeder for the internal feeder.
Yeah, yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Hopefully we find the queen in there.
Oh no, she's in there, Charlie. There's not a single bee out here.
That's it. That's it. You're right. You're right.
All right.
Well, that's it. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
And we'll be making more.
God bless us, Mr. Red.
And good time, Charlie.
We are out of here till when, Charlie?
Till the next video.
God bless everybody. Thank y'all. I did frame up the brood and just some more extra comb, and that is in the little box. But when I only want to put 2 frames in there right now, and then I have the other frame rubber band so that I can put my queen cage in, and hopefully we'll find her. All right, let's keep our fingers crossed, because I know mine are, or at least I'm trying to get them crossed. Let's see if this is going to work, or how bad it's not going to work. One of the two. Nope, she's not there. Alright, I'm going to just bounce them onto the tabletop, and I'll rotate the lid right here. See if we can get them to go into the little hole right there. Now, hopefully she's not going to fly off. She's not there. Alright, she is definitely not in here. Let me look over here. So she's either flying up in the air right now, oh, there she is on the ground right here. I see her now. She is back here. Let me get her. There she is. So, thank you, Jesus. All right. I've got her in the cage now, so now, I'll see her in there. I'm going to go ahead and put her on that frame rubber band. There she is right at the top, right there. All right, let's do that. We'll get these bees all inside of this little box. Put the ears of the cage between that rubber band. And then she's just in there. All right, let's get her in the box and in the bottom. And that where it'll get all the bees to start going inside of there. Trying to herd them up. But they're going to get in there. That did work pretty good. Let's close them up. We'll go ahead and move it. They'll find their way because I'm just moving it right here. And now we'll go ahead and put our jar of honey on it. Got to put another frame in there, it's going to fall over. There you go. Definitely needs 3 frames. And now we'll put our lid on it. And there you have it. Now that's the end of the video.